Hey, it's Lisa here and welcome to today's yoga class. Today is all about being on the ground. So we're going to lie down and we're going to stretch out the legs. We're going to be using a strap of some kind. You don't need a fancy yoga strap. This is a dressing gown cord. You can use a long thin scarf. If you do have a yoga strap, grab one. And we'll be stretching the hamstrings, the inner thighs and the outer leg and hip. Now, we're focusing this month on the root chakra. And when we're connected and balanced in the root chakra, we feel at home in the body. And so I'd like us to have this as our thought for the day, being at home in the body. So why don't you join me now in a seated practice? We'll do some breath, we'll settle in, we'll feel the body, and then we'll meet on the mat and do some stretches. So adjusting yourself, getting comfortable. You can sit on the floor. If you are, have a little cushion to support your spine, or you can be on a chair. We're going to have the palms facing downwards because we're connecting to the downward flow of energy with that root chakra, and bringing our hands into Apana Mudra, another nice way to bring in this energy of letting go and dropping into the earth. So you rest these hands on your thighs. Feel your seat dropping downwards and feel your heart and crown elevating upwards and then closing your eyes. Let's begin a journey together into the body. Allowing yourself to do a light scan of your body, moving your awareness from the crown of your head all the way down to where your body is touching down. As you do this journey, you're not rushing, you're taking your time and you're trying to feel the different subtle sensations. So perhaps at some point you feel an area of tension, you notice that experience. Maybe other parts of the body, there's an ache or a discomfort, you notice that. Perhaps there's experiences in the body of expansive ease, and you notice that. As you journey through the body, have an experience of curiosity, for this body is your home, and it allows you to interface and experience the world. So never take it for granted, and learn to listen and connect to the wisdom of your body. As you continue to drop inward, notice how the body is breathing. Perhaps you can sense the heartbeat in the background. Notice the moisture in your mouth. Take a moment to marvel at how the body is going about its business while you're simply sitting here. Inside, all sorts of processes unfolding, digesting, regenerating, keeping you alive. And so marvel at the intricacies of your beautiful body. Now let's bring our hands together and rub them vigorously. Once they feel fairly energized, cut the eyes and take a breath in. And then slide those hands lightly downwards and slide down your body as well. So touching your arms as you slide down your sides and down your legs. We'll inhale and open the arms out wide. And as you exhale, hug yourself. Give yourself a little cuddle, appreciating your body. Then inhale, open wide. Other side, other arm leading. Exhale, hug it in. One more time on each side. Breathing in and expanding. Breathing out and hugging in. Last time. Then we'll turn this into an eagle arm to stretch out the shoulders. So as you hug it in, you'll then bring the backs of the forearms towards one another. You might not be able to bring your fingers to your palm. So if that's the case, you can always hook the thumb. But you want to allow the elbows to be the same height as the shoulders to drop down and the neck to be long. Keep your elbows directly in front of your face and take 3 slow, deep breaths here, feeling the stretch through the upper back and shoulders. As you finish that third breath, you open wide, inhale and swap arms, wrap them round, hook thumb or bring fingers to palm, elbows up, shoulders down, back of the neck long, and again 3 slow, deep breaths. Then release by opening wide, inhale. As you exhale, the arms float down. Do a little bit of release for the shoulders. We're just doing a little stretch for the shoulders and upper back before we lie down. You're going to take the right wrist behind you. So I'm showing you in front. You're going to hold the wrist and pull it over towards the left hip at the back of the body. So tuck it behind you. Pull the wrist towards the opposite buttock and hip, and then let your ear move to the left. You end up with a really nice neck stretch down that right side of your neck. Remembering to slow the breath down here so your breath is longer than normal, and this will help to lengthen muscular fiber. Now lift up, swap hands, hold the other wrist, pull it towards the opposite hip, and then let the ear drop down towards the right shoulder. You breathe into the experience, and we're trying to bring our attention into the sensations in the body. So whenever you're in a stretch, really notice, what does that feel like? You could use descriptive words like coarse, tight, jagged, spacious, and then slowly release. Again, roll out the shoulders. And now grab your strap, whether you're using a dressing gown cord like me or anything at all, and I will meet you lying on the back on the mat. Once you're on the mat, plant your feet flat on the floor and adjust your spine so that you feel a nice neutral line between the crown of the head and the base of your spine. And then let's take the strap and wrap it around the right foot. You're going to extend the right leg straight up. You've got 2 options. You can either bend the elbows so that they rest on the floor and lightly hold the strap. That's a nice option. Or you can reach up as high as you can and wrap those hands around the strap and then let the shoulders sink down towards the ground. So you're pushing the foot lightly into the strap, and this will give you a really nice stretch through the hamstring, and then draw the right leg a little bit closer towards you. Now you might be a little tight in the hamstring and it'll be quite uncomfortable for you, so you can bend the knee a little bit and this will ease it off. If you feel you've got a bit more room, then extend the other leg down along the ground. This will deepen the stretch. And then we're going to hold this and try to become still. So as you hold this hamstring stretch, allow your mind to experience the sensations inside your body. Are you gripping any tension anywhere? Maybe the face or the shoulders? Are you gripping your breath? Can you keep your breath slow, smooth, deep? Feeling as you settle into the stillness of this pose. Over time, the muscles lengthen ever so slightly, and maybe you can deepen the stretch by drawing the leg slightly closer. Now, it's really important to treat your body with kindness. So many times we're negative, we judge, we push, we force, but let's allow ourselves to become friends with our body. So you allow the body to be where it is and you are kind towards that. There's an acceptance towards our bodies as we start to become more body conscious. Now we'll stretch the inner thigh. So you're going to take both edges of the strap in the right hand only. Try not have the elbow down on the floor, because if you do, what tends to happen is the leg falls down away from you and you don't get much of a stretch. So reach as high as you can up the leg, root down through the left thigh, and then you're opening the right leg. It doesn't matter how far you go, so it can be a small amount, but you're not rolling over. So you're keeping the left buttock and the left thigh firm. There will be some core engagement here as well. Maybe you have a little bit more room and you can open the leg a little bit wider, but you're not falling over. So the aim isn't to bring the foot to the floor. We want to keep that left hip down and back and the left buttock down. Imagine someone was sitting on your left thigh. So your thigh hugs thigh bone. You feel that deep inner thigh stretch, and you realize that being in the body, experiencing the different feelings, sometimes there's discomfort. It's not always enjoyable, a deep stretch. Rather than fighting it with negativity or trying to run out of the shape, experience the sensations calmly. Soften the face, the jaw, the shoulders. Then that leg will slowly rise up. We'll take this into a twist. So swapping hands, wrapping the strap around the hand, reaching the hand quite close to the foot. Open the right arm out to the side. Sometimes with this one you do fall over, and that's okay at first. If you're a beginner especially, it doesn't matter. So you can roll all the way over to the left, maybe bending the knee, which will make it easier, and then draw the right shoulder down to the ground. If you're able to keep the leg straight, then go for that. It's a little bit stronger, but I really want you to keep the shoulder down as you reach out through the right. Now that left foot is fairly active and flexed, and you feel the rotation through your rib cage, and then once you settle into the twist, let go of fidgeting and moving. And then experience your body in this shape. The head will slowly center, and you'll carefully lift the leg back up, bend the knee in, release the strap. Draw the knee towards you and circle 3 times in each direction to massage out that hip socket. And now float the leg down to the ground, adjust, palms face up, close eyes and go back down into the body and experience the subtle sensations. Perhaps you can notice a light flush through your right thigh, groin, hip, buttock, hamstring. We'll then bend the knees again, adjust the spine, and do all of that on the left leg. So let's take the strap, bring it up and over the left foot, and extend the leg to the sky. Option to have elbows down on the ground or reach up and wrap hands. You can straighten that bottom leg if you want to, but if there is a lot of tightness in the hamstring, it's actually a lot easier to keep the knee bent. So whichever you decide, settle in, become content with this body in this shape. When we start to balance the root energy, there ends up being a deeper sense of contentment within who we are. There's acceptance towards our body, remembering it will change throughout your life. There will be moments when the body is in pain. There will be moments where the body flourishes. So there's a deep acceptance of the changing experiences in the body. Keep coming into the body and noticing the sensations, and oftentimes the body will help guide you. Tight shoulders might mean that you need to relax a little. Maybe the hips or knees are tight, and that could show that you're carrying a burden on your back. Maybe you're worried about something. So there's many messages we can learn from the body. Now, as we think about transitioning to the inner thigh stretch, you hold the strap with the left hand only. Remember that nice weightiness to this right thigh, and you slowly open the left leg out to the side. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Experimenting on your own body is really interesting. If you take the leg at a lower angle, you notice that there's not much of a stretch. Whereas if you take the leg at a much higher angle, you hardly have to go anywhere to feel a really deep stretch. So you take the leg as wide as you can, opening that right arm out to the side and feeling the core of your body, so the navel, drawing inward, and from that you expand outward. How's the breath? Adjust it so it's slow, deep, and gentle. After this next breath, the leg rises. You swap hands. You can bend the knee if you know there's a little stiffness in the body. You could even roll all the way over so you don't have to have too much control, and then roll the shoulder back to the ground. If you're able to control it though, there's a nice slow rolling over, bringing that left leg to the right, keeping the left shoulder down and extending. You feel that deep stretch down the outer leg through the buttock, but also a nice stretch through the upper chest. So turning the head now to the left and experiencing your body in this shape. And then from there, slowly lift, release the strap, hug the knee in, and we'll do 3 slow little circles in each direction. You'll release the leg down, flop the arms and legs apart, adjust, palms face upwards, close the eyes and feel this sensation of the body. Everything we do has an effect on the body. And as we begin to learn to notice, we may realize that there's certain things that don't serve the body and others that truly do. So from here, draw the legs together. Stretch the arms behind, give yourself a big full body stretch. You can point the toes and then bend both knees and hug them in. We'll widen the knees and circle them around and together. We'll be doing one more pose to help release the inner thighs, which can often be very tight, circling the other way. Now bring the knees towards you, widen them, soles of the feet touch together. You're holding onto the shins or ankles, and you've got your forearms and elbows lightly pushing the knees. If you actively push the knees now into the forearms, so the inner thighs will isometrically contract, you'll feel the contracting muscles of the inner thighs. It might start to quiver a little bit. What's interesting to note about muscles is when you contract a muscle, directly after the contraction, they are able to lengthen with more ease. So hold this little contraction for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then relax the contraction. See if you can hook your peace sign fingers around your big toes and lift the feet up above the knees. If you're unable to reach the big toes, simply hold the shins and lightly push the knees apart with the elbows. If you're able to hook and lift, try not lift the bottom off the floor, so keep it rooted, weight of thigh bone sinking down, shoulders relaxing. This is our happy baby pose. Feel the sensations in the body. We're making friends with our body. Our body is our home. And just like our homes, where we care for them, we look after them, we clean them, we make them comfortable so we feel happy within them, let's do the same with the body. Nourishing the body with food, hydration, movement, having massages, steam baths, things that the body enjoys. Dry body scrubbing, so many things, oil massage, so many things to soothe and nourish the body. Deep rest is also another one. So after this next breath, release the feet, hug the knees in, and then stretch the legs down one at a time. We'll do a short relaxation here, becoming aware of the body, so palms face up, eyes close. Take a nice slow deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel now the weight of your body beginning to relax. Allow yourself to scan the body, starting at the top of the head, slowly working your way downward, feeling into different experiences inside. Notice how some areas of the body may feel tight, others may feel spacious. Noticing the body breathing. Just a natural breath here. Sensing how your body allows you to interface with the environment that you're in. So noticing your contact you're making to the ground and the space that you are resting in. Sensing your body in this space, experiencing it through your senses. And have a sense of wonder to all that the body does without you having to do anything. So while you recline and rest here, your heart is beating, circulating nutrients and energy all around your body. Your lungs are breathing. Your digestive organs are digesting. So many things happening. All your cells regenerating. Your hair, your nails growing. So sensing your body, this miraculous, amazing body, doing all these wonderful things. Noticing how your body allows you to experience the world. Without this body, it would be impossible to feel the touch of air on skin, to hear the sounds around you, to taste the delicious foods you eat, to smell the scent of a beautiful rose. So continue to journey through the body, experiencing your body and the world all around you through the body. you start to deepen the breath. Awareness comes down to the toes and the fingers where you wiggle them. You give yourself a big stretch, reaching back. Rolling onto your side now, bending your knees as you roll and sit up. As you come into sitting, you sit up nice and tall and you feel this body in this moment. Quite nice to touch your arms and feel the solidity of who you are. This is your foundation of you, helping to connect you to the earth. Feel the solidity of the ground with your hands as well. The more you can connect into this feeling, the more you become grounded to the foundation of you. You bring your hands together and you offer deep thanks to your body wisdom. The one thought that you may like to contemplate today is, how well do I nourish my body? And nourishment is through the foods you eat, through hydration, through the thoughts you have about your body, through the experiences you put your body through. Do you rest well? Do you move? Do you spend time in nature? So how well do I nourish my body? The other thought or question you could ask is, what one thing is my body craving from me? And maybe it will say, I really need some water. Or I'd love to go outside and spend more time in nature. So seeing if any thoughts come up for you. And you rub your hands, cup your eyes, slide your hands down the body, all the way down. Hands in prayer again. Deep thanks. Sending you so much love. Namaste.